We were happy. Yes. We were happy. Yes. We were happy. Yes. Again. We were happy. Yes. We were happy. Yes. Paano mo question? We were happy. Yes. Okay. We were happy. Yes. Yes, we were. We were so happy. My God. Bakit parang nagigigil na ako? Girl, ano na, girl? Matatapos ba natin to today, girl? Let's do that again. Okay. Again. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Danabelle Reads Poetry, the show where I read you poetry. On today's episode, we are going to be reading from What Passes for Answers by Mikael De Lara Co. I love this book so much. It is so delicate. When I first read this book, my immediate reaction was like, this is like lace. It's so delicate. Like, you don't want to, like, so nice. We're going to be reading two poems from this book. The first poem that we'll be reading from this book is called As Adam. This much I remember. We were happy, yes, under the many bright trees whose names we found tucked under our tongues like stones, or incandescent secrets floundering as the air trembled. Sound, we called it. Even for that we had a name, but how could we not have noticed that none called back? Sparrow, we said, and it stared, unknowing with its black eyes. Cricket, we said, but it did not seize its lament, its voice unwavering under the grass, its wings violent, hidden. Desire, I said. But I am not as sure now. Did I name it then, or only afterward, beyond Havilah, when as the fields grayed, the grain began their descent into bitterness? We were too oblivious, too obedient to notice the absence. We granted things as we named them. Was it this knowledge, or was it the naming itself that undid us? Our tongues not content inside our bodies, we longed to possess even the other, possess them so long as their suffering was not ours. And when they began to shed their names by themselves, we invented new ones. When they began to hurt us, we broke them down into more names. The part of the rose bush that wounds us is the thorn, that of the tree, the promise, that of the serpent, the truth. Or we simply looked away the way you looked away when we were driven from the garden, the part of my body that hurt you, the heart. I was sitting by the river then, and this much I remember. The fruit lingering in my mouth, the names it burned on my tongue as I scampered away from the voice. Until now, there is no word for this. And this is the myth I make of it, the loss, everything. I will be grateful to you forever for the fall. Delicate, so delicate. The next poem that we'll be reading from this book is called Poem Written After the Long Ride from the Airport. 1. Hello, said the girl. At departures, hello, said the guy. At the baggage counter. Goodbye, said the tarmac to 100 waving hands. Goodbye, said the girl to the flood-battered shack by the railroad tracks, said she. To the weather-torn archipelago, said you to me while the stars dreamed, dreams of soil and salt, shifting shorelines, land bridges before the last ice age. Goodbye, said you, and in maybe 2, 3 years you'd be back with a guitar and maybe we could sing. In a book by me, you'd have another name. In a song by me, I'd call you Lala. And in the chorus, I'd sing your name over and over again, and everyone else would sing along, but no one would know it was your name. They were humming like small birds do. A small bird that loves nectar, that hovers over flowers. Goodbye, said the petal. Goodbye, and please be back by midnight. Goodbye when I'm cold and asleep and silver like moonlight. 2. The waiting is long and you need to pee, but the stories about stolen luggage make you want to pee into a styrofoam cup instead. Remember when Dad drove the pickup into a tree? Remember your first mug of coffee? In that song by me, Dad wouldn't be driving the pickup into a tree. He'd ram it into the gates of hell as the devils, all horned and steaming and territorial, hissed and clutched at Satan's throne. But you loved Dad. Him and his card tricks and days when we couldn't watch cartoons, him with a beer watching a boxing match while we were locked upstairs, ears against the termite-ridden plywood walls, listening to the neighbor's radio to a rapper, telling us to look not for beauty. For what then? Here I am saying you loved him, as if he were dead, or as if you don't anymore, but of course you do. The way you said goodbye to him, too, cigarette in hand, airplanes howling overhead quarters. You said, not Benchinko. Goodbye, you said, as your words drifted like a tattered rubber slipper floating on flood water, then rain like rust, pocketfuls of mud. 3. I see you in the webcam of my mind, and you're feeding 90-year-olds, osterized papayas, Play-Doh, mashed brains of the blue-eyed homeless. I see you, and they're begging you to put salt on their pancakes, fucking retirement homes. Even pancakes taste like soil. And what does soil taste like? Like a 2-second delay over the whine of static like hello on my tongue as I pull the phone closer to my mouth. No, Daddy never drove the pickup into a tree. No, we never owned a pickup. We owned old newspapers and a pair of slippers each. We owned marbles and kites with twigs for spines, toy trucks with plastic wheels that wobbled over gravel. If I were a tire, I'd be full of mud, and I'd hate the tropics. If you were a tire, you'd go round and round. If you were a Ferris wheel. Goodbye, said you on the cold ascent. Goodbye, and please pass the salt. Goodbye like a coin down a payphone, down a vending machine. Hello, said the Coke, and it's so goddamn cold. 4. Goodbye, said the poem, though not everything had been said. Goodbye, said the poem, as the crystal tongue of my heart dissolved into mist, became stone, broke into song, mud caking on souls, gray, post-rain skies, your name over and over again, my darkness weaving into a voice I wish were yours. You saying hello as you took off your shoes. Hello, have you eaten? Hello, crouched in the creaky Ferris wheel of our childhood, shadows and yo-yos saying down I go and wait for me. Pull me up, I'll be back soon, like the night, like a 2-letter refrain, like rain leaving yesterday and today is not yesterday. Goodbye, said the window, to the time zones zipping past. Goodbye, said the stars as they burned their way to you. Goodbye, as I waited. Again and again, hello, I said. Again and again and again. Yes, I love this book. I need to read this book again and again and again. I hope you enjoyed that. That was As Adam and poem written after the long ride from the airport from Mikael De Lara Co's What Passes for Answers. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode. Mwah! Bye.